Okay, I wanted to talk on the boot situation. Not on the fight that he just had over the weekend, but what's going on right now on the socials. Before the fight, before the performance, the talk was Boots going up to 154. Oh, he needs a tune-up. He's ducking Virgil. He's ducking. He's a duck. Like, all of that talk was about Boots. He dominates Lima, even though people said this guy is like a nobody, and they're now putting him in the conversation with Fighting Bud. Like, it went from 50-50 fight, Bud and Boots, to then now he's ducking all the top contenders. Now he's back in the conversation with Fighting Bud, and it's a tough fight, and on Max Kellerman on what is this Insider Ring show, they're over here talking like this dude, would end up beating Bud, and it would, Bud shouldn't want to get in the ring with someone like, Boots. Now, like, it's crazy how the narrative keeps changing. It's like, are we just trying to get clicks? Like, do y'all believe in this brother or do you not? Like, I mean, is he the truth or is he not? Like, is his resume padded? Like, what's going on? It's like, if you came from outer space and then, you know what I'm saying, got a hold of social media, you wouldn't be able to think for yourself. You'd be every which way dealing with the socials, because it's like, you still got the people that are hating on him, that don't believe that Boots is, the truth. But then you got the people who, Max Kellerman and them, they just had him, Boots, on the show, and the first thing he said, why was you ducking us? But he threw that out there. He was really trying to talk shit, like call Boots a duck, you know what I'm saying? But now you saying, he should be in the ring with Bud, and this is, one of the best fights, what? Like, what? Yo, I don't get it. What? Are you that easily changed on your, your stance on the situation? Do you not have an opinion about something and stick with that opinion? I mean, your opinion can change. I get that. But like, yo, was Lima a bum or not? Like, what happened in that performance with who he fought now got y'all putting him in the conversation with Bud again? Why is that even a conversation for a fight? I don't get it. Like, shouldn't we be talking about him fighting Virgil, the next top contender in 154? I get it, Virgil's got a fight coming up, but that should be the fight between them two. You know what I'm saying? In 2026, not Bud and Boots. Like, so what? Bud's supposed to go back down to 168? I mean, 154? Or is Boots going up to 168? Like, Why are we not talking about Virgil and Boots? And then I'm seeing like they say, oh, Virgil don't need Boots. Boots needs Virgil. What are you talking about? They're both fighting in the same division. What is this about needing each other? Like, shouldn't the best want to fight each other? Isn't that what the sport of boxing is about? Or is it all about politics where, oh, I'm not going to fight this guy because, it's not the right time. And I'm not like, yo, what do you mean them needing, like, they should want to face each other for the simple fact that they are the top in their division. You know what I'm saying? So let's, we the casuals would like to see that fight. I would love to see the Virgil and Boots, not no Boots and Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I can't really think of who I'd like to see Crawford face now after the Canelo fight. It's like, if anything, he need to retire. He's 38 years old. But that's no here, no there. The Boots situation. I just don't understand how the narrative keeps changing about somebody. I seen someone commented in my on my TikTok, Sean McCalman, the amazing Sean McCalman, the fighter out of Colorado. He said something along the lines, they love you, they hate you, they love you again. And it's so to the point, because that's what we're seeing with, this brother right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's got to be a tough businessman dealing with stepping in the ring, having to be, have the skills, have the mind to prepare yourself to fight this opponent. But they're fighting outside the ring too. They're fighting these media pundits and all the shit they're talking, and the hating ass podcast people who are, it's like these fighters have to fight inside and out the ring. That's not including what they got to go through with their family members, just like your average Joe, we go through shit, you know what I'm saying? They're having to deal with it because then they got all of these eyes on them, and the media changing up quick, like talking shit about them. Like, what does that do for a fighter's mental health? You hating them, next minute you loving him. You gonna see when he gets in that ring with Virgil, and I think he can beat Virgil because I think Virgil's a come forward fighter. I'm not talking shit about Virgil. I love Virgil as a fighter, but I feel like that style matched up with Boots, Virgil's going to sleep. Because Virgil likes to just come forward and he don't care. Virgil, is going to get hit. He's been dropped before. Boots will stop Virgil. If y'all think I'm crazy, let's love and war in the comments. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. But I just really feel that's, crazy how the media, does people. Like, I don't know if I would be able to have the mental to be able to deal with, the stuff these fighters have to go through, by the media, loving them one minute, hating on them the next. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know what to think when it comes to the person he just fought. Like, was he good? Was he not good? Like, it changes with, with everyone. I heard Bud say once that, people would call his opponents tomato cans, and he's like, how you gonna call this person who trained at something to get here on the elite level, and then you gonna call them a tomato can? Yeah, this guy's from Portugal. Yeah, we don't know him, but what makes him just like a scrub? Because you don't know him? You know what I'm saying? What, you gotta be known to be good? Not necessarily. You know what I'm saying? You might not have just got the backing and the people, in this world, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So it's like, it's just so annoying, man, to scroll on my Instagram feed and see how people are easily swayed and how people are easily influenced. I get why it's so bad for kids' development to let them just have these social media platforms, because they're not gonna be able to think for themselves. Because a lot of these media pundits are not thinking for themselves. They're this way, that way, this way, that way. And it's like, you gonna train a person to be that way too. Like, do you stand for something? Do you stand on something? Do you have any integrity? Do you, what's going on here? So I find that real laughable, man, but so I didn't really want to talk about the fight. Everybody knows what Boots did. He had a great performance. He stopped dude in the first round. The haters are saying, yeah, the dude was nobody. He was a tomato can, but you heard what I just said. So I'd like to see his next opponent be Virgil. I mean, it's probably not going to be, I don't know. I mean, Virgil's got a fight coming up, what, November, December? I'm not sure. I'm a casual. I ain't got the dates logged in. But it would be nice to see that fight next, Let me know what your thoughts are on Boots. I went back and forth in the last post I posted about Boots with someone. So let's do it again.